I represent the very good people of Gada, Government Federal Constituency. I'm from Sokoto State. Let me first of all thank Mr. Yakubu Barde for bringing this important motion. For your information, this motion does not affect all the people in Chikun and Jama'a local government. It affects all Nigeria. As of today, like the previous speaker have said, there have been many motions which have been brought up in this chamber with regard to issue of kidnapping across the country. I think there's need for us to change the narration and also change the strategy. Every time you are traveling from Abuja to Kaduna, you see all sorts of roadblocks by the police. But yet, within a matter of few minutes, you'll hear somebody has been attacked, or he has narrowly escaped, or he has been kidnapped. So the question here is, what are the police doing on the road? And despite the fact that we mentioned this issue of kidnapping is all over the country, but I'm more concerned and particular, why is it only in Abuja-Kaduna road? I'm not saying it should extend to other parts of the country more than the Kaduna-Abuja road, but why particularly Kaduna-Abuja road and within this Jama'a-Chikun axis? We need to ask the police. We need to ask all our intelligence agencies, what is happening there? Is it an area that cannot be combed, or is it an area that cannot be monitored? There must be conspiracy in this area, and that conspiracy might be political, it might be criminal, it might be more than that. Like what they mentioned, today about 10 people have been kidnapped, or yesterday in the morning. Even last week, Monday, so many people were kidnapped. I have a friend who was kidnapped about 2 weeks ago, and about 5 of them were taken. On the process of their release, some communication was made with the police authorities, and they were released within an hour. When he came back, he was telling us he suspects there is some link between some police and the kidnappers. And what happened there? When they were asked to go back to the main road, the kidnappers asked them, "Can you trace where we followed with you to go back to the road?" He said, "No, we cannot trace." Meanwhile, he said that to save himself. And as they were asked, as they were giving them somebody to escort them, one particular person among the kidnappers was insisting he is the one that should escort the people to the main road. Then their leader said, "No, you cannot go, you are not a good man." The leader was saying to the kidnappers that you are not a good man. Meanwhile, he knew those that have some little sympathy. So the story here is, when they were coming out, they had them telling the Okada riders who drove them, "If you do not take them to the safe place, we know your houses also, and we will kidnap and kill you. Make sure you don't take them to any other group. Take them direct to the road." This has happened. And this same man made a report to the police. He made a statement to the police in Kaduna over 2 months ago. And this thing is still going on. Honorable colleagues, we should not sit down and take this lightly. Also, about 5 weeks ago, somebody, a retired custom controller from Kaduna, from Sokoto, in my constituency, he was driving to Kaduna, he was kidnapped along Zaria-Kaduna road. And then when he was taken to their den, they were asking all sorts of informations. And they told him, "We know the houses of each and every member, each of every center, of each of every minister. Whoever wants to attack, we can attack him." This situation is a situation that we need to take very serious, intelligent step to make sure that we stop it. My appeal here is, Mr. Speaker, I am against the idea of ad hoc committee. I will always raise against ad hoc committee, but I think this thing should be considered by a very strong, honest ad hoc committee, because the committees on the police, I'm sorry, I'm a member of the Committee on Public Safety and Intelligence, we have failed. Because we were here, all these things, there have been so many referrals to us. We have not done anything yet. So there should be an ad hoc committee, which will be unbiased. Maybe the committees can compromise. They will not tell the truth of what happened because they have been engaging with the committees they are oversighting. But an independent ad hoc committee will not compromise on anybody. Honorable colleagues, support me. Let us have an ad hoc committee of serious-minded people who will do justice to this. If you refer it to the regular committees, nothing will come out of it. I stand to be corrected. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I support this motion, and I ask everybody to support it so that we have one-stop solution to this situation. May God help us.